right off the bat. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise. What's up? My name is Devious. Today we are assembling some terrain. Welcome to Dynamic Engagement Gaming. I'm going to be running through the BLKOUT, what's it called exactly? The Space Elevator Terrain Kit. What you're looking at is basically everything that comes in the kit all the way through. There's something in there. I'll get to that in a second. But you're gonna have a bunch of these little things, a crap load of these little guys. These little nubs are actually important. A bunch of these little things. All of this right here. This and okay, maybe some of those. I actually don't remember. But all of these are gonna come in like these two little half sheets, and you gotta break them loose. You gotta break all of this stuff loose, but you know what I mean. There are quite a few of those. So I put a bunch of these together, and then I decided, you know what, I need to do something about this, because I hear a lot of people complaining that there's no guide on how to put together the space elevator terrain. So here we are. That being said, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to run through literally everything here and how to put it together at least once. As you can see, I've already got a couple of things over there glued together, but we're going to run through all of it. So first and foremost, let's just go ahead and get into it. No shenanigans. These little things, I really like these. Here, let me actually show you. But these little barricades, they look sick. And I'm really, really happy that there are so many. There are a ton of these, like legitimately a crap load. So we're gonna make those first. And these are actually really straightforward. First of all, notice there are two sides to every one of these. Some of them have that little extra texture on them, the little lines. So I'm going to assume that's the front. And I know a lot of these are going to be super simple, but you know, sometimes people like me, especially, we need to be walked through some things. So all you do, slide it in like so. There we go. And then these little kind of pistol looking things, they almost look like a little handgun. You want that little, come on, focus. You want that little rounded nub to go in one of these little slots. So push it in, just like so. And there you go. And that's it. You just do that 3 times. I've already done all of these. I just threw them into a bag like an idiot instead of, you know, transferring them properly. Don't ask me why I did that, I have no idea. But there you go, little barricade. And like I said, the kit comes with an absolute ton of these. So you're gonna have plenty of cover if you so desire. That being said, these are done. I'm gonna get them out of the way. Now, next on the list, it comes with a couple of nice little additions that I thought was just really, really cool. So you're gonna get 4 of these. And I know it looks weird, but give me a second. And then you're gonna have 8 of these little things. But as you notice, that little texture bit is gonna be mirrored on either side. So what you wanna do with these is you put it together like so, then put the mirrored one on the other side. I'm trying to do this looking through the camera so I know what you guys are seeing. You want it to look kind of like that. And this is going to be one of your little objective things, but notice that all of those little nubs more or less line up. So now you take this part here, which comes in the same piece, and I don't know which side I really want to do this on, so I'm going to go like the short side's the back. All you do is slot it in like so, assuming it actually stays in there. Hold on. There we go. So this is what you're left with. Trying to get it to where you guys can focus. And this is supposed to be an objective or like a little computer module thing. Sorry. And down here, these are supposed to be screens that you can bolt onto or that you can glue onto like there and there. Give yourself a little computer terminal. And I guess these are supposed to be like either points of interest or hard points, whatever. Whatever you need them to be, more or less. Which I thought was really cool. But that's done now. For this part, you're going to want 2 of these little surprise frog looking pieces, I guess is what that is. And then you're going to want 2 of these little half cog looking things, and then one of these little circles that has the H jump in it, or the H hole. And all you do is take these little happy frog looking things, get them in on either side of the H like so. Need to quit looking through the camera to do this. And you're going to be left with this. Makes sense? So now, take your little half cog. It's got the texture on the top. There's a little hole in there. Slide it in like so. Get the other one. Slide it in to the other side like so. And now you can take, let me grab it. I meant to open this up beforehand, but of course I didn't because I'm a moron. But okay, this is one of the markers from the like the starter kit or the rules package. And what you can do now is slap it in like so. And there, you got a little thing. It's like your hard point or objective or whatever you want to use it for. But yeah, there's that. Give you a good look at it. And we're moving on. And I apologize if I'm moving too fast, but there's a lot to cover, so we're speed running today. So, you see over there, there's a bunch of these little ladder looking things. I'm going to show you how to do those next. These are very easy. Most of the stuff is very easy. It's just, you know, you open it up and there's no instructions, so immediately, for me at least, my brain just went, and began freaking out, as one does. So, you've got, I think, 2 of these parts with the long ones, and then 4 of these parts. And what you do is you want this part here at the top. This is supposed to be a ladder, so when you climb up, you want the little slot that your guys can fit through, is the idea. So you take the little nubs here, these are hooks, more or less, and you want those facing down so you can hook it onto a building. I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute, but all you do is there's these 3 holes on the side. You just get these little nubs in like so, and it holds together like that. Then just do the other side. Come on. Quit looking through the camera, Dave. There we go. Now we have a ladder. And I'll show you what that looks like on the building. This one's for a 2-story. That over there. These are for the 1-story, as you may have surmised, and same thing. So we want, think of it like this way. You want these little hooks pointing away from the opening that is supposed to be the top. And just slip them in like so. Almost flipped it around. And do like so. And there we are. It's a little ladder. And again, I'll show what that looks like. We can do that right now, actually. So let's do one of these little buildings first. I know I'm skipping around a little bit. I apologize. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do the buildings last, because the buildings are a lot. Over here, all this is stuff for the buildings. This is the last thing that we're going to do before the buildings. So these are stairs, is essentially what this is. And it comes with, I think there are 8 of these, and then a crap load of these, because these are the individual steps, and then these, there's 4 of these for the landings, as you can see, kind of, oh geez, sorry. Over here, you can kind of see them pre-built. There's the little landing where your guys are actually going to step up onto whatever you're working with. So this is going to be a little bit on the jank side, because these are kind of, they're difficult to hold together. So you got these parts, which are also kind of important to the stairs. And what you're going to do with these is they're going to hook on like so, so you can actually brace these onto a building. And there's a reason that I put those together, is because these things don't really hold together very well when they're not glued. So what you do, and there's plenty of ways to do this, you want to pick which side you've got your hooks on, and whichever side you've got your hooks on is whatever side is going to be where it hooks onto the building, as you may have guessed. Now let's see if I can do this properly. You want two sides of this. You can see the little indentions there. Those little indentions are where the hooks on, or not the hooks, but the indentions on the staircase thingy, the railing or whatever it is. It's not actually railing. That's where those are going to go. So you want to slide those in, like so. And that's kind of what we're looking at now. Hope I'm giving you guys good views of this, because I'm having to like bounce between actually working on this stuff and looking through the camera to make sure I've got a good view. So now, there's that. Let's grab another one of these. And we're going to slide it on like so. This is very difficult. Oh no, it's going everywhere. Like I said, it's very difficult to do these without actually gluing them on first. There we go. Okay, so should be left with something that looks a little bit like this. And again, dry fit this, make sure that everything is together before you just start gluing things willy-nilly. I may have almost severely screwed up, and that's why I'm warning you about it. But there's that. Now we're going to flip this over. Hopefully maintain our hold whilst we get our top landing. Knew that was going to happen. Goes on top like that. Just slides in. It's got a couple of indentions on the sides. It locks into those there. I doubt I'm going to be able to hold this here for the rest of the time working on this one, but here we go. So we're left with this configuration of stuff. And after this, all you do is you take your individual stairs. Like I said, you should have a crap load of these. And you just slide them in like so. They fit in very nicely. And all you do is just continue building the rest. There you go. Easy as. These are, they're very loose until you glue them on, which is why I've already glued some together. And I'm not actually going to move all of this stuff because we're about to need the room. The end result, these are glued together already. That's about what you're looking at. And again, this one is made to, like, say the building's here. This is going to sit on the side of it like so. And there you go. You may also see a bridge back over there. I'll show you how to do that now, because that's the last thing before we actually start building the buildings. Now the bridge is super straightforward. It's very easy. So you've got two of these pieces. You're going to have four because, you know, there's two bridges, but per bridge, you're going to have two of these. These slide in at the top, just like so. I'm going to go ahead and do both of those. Now, that is your base. So what you want to do now, notice again, fancy engravings. You want those on the outside, so this is going to go over here. So we're going to do this one first. Got all of your various engraving type stuff. You want the hooks on the outside, obviously. That's what locks into the building. Let me show you here. We're just slotting it in like so. This is one of the easiest parts to do. I say that I'm screwing it up so horrifically at the moment. Get in there. Would you make a fool of me? Okay, there we go. It's just that particular one didn't want to jump in. Oh no, it's the other side too. Okay. I have insulted its family. It wants the death. Okay, there we go. Yeah, locks in just about like that if I could avoid accidentally lifting it off. And then the other one, of course, just locks on exactly the same way. Come on. There we go. Again, accidentally lifted it off. I'm doing this no cuts, dang it. Okay, there we go. Just like so. That's there. And got the other one that I built and put together. And to glue these, I essentially just basically like I was tack welding it. I hit a little bit there, hit a little there, a little on there, etc. Basically anywhere that I thought structural integrity would be a problem, I threw a little bit of super glue on it, let it ride. And you may notice there are a couple of hooks on the side. That's to hook onto the buildings, which we're going to do now. So buildings are important, obviously. Everything that you need to make the buildings themselves is on the table. So you've got 4 of these long pieces without doors. You've got 4 of these pieces with the doors that are the really long ones. One's on either side. That's the only difference. Got 4 of these kind of shorter pieces with those are technically windows. You could actually pop those out, and I'll kind of show you what's going on there in the first place here in a minute. And then 4 of these doors for the smaller buildings. And then, of course, you've got these little sheds. You're going to have 8 of these, I think. Yeah, so 4 of these are the roofs. 8 of these is one side of the building, then 8 of these, which is the other side of the building. So let's do the little ones first, just to get that out of the way. Oh, rest of equipment, right. So these little things are your braces for the buildings. You may notice over there that the buildings actually have, those are the roofs. The roofs actually come off so you can look into the building and see what's going on inside. These act as a brace to keep the roof of the building on the roof of the building when you don't want to look into it. These and these are just cover, and I can kind of show you what's going on with these right now. They essentially just slot into those little spots like so and provide cover, and then you could do exactly the same thing to the other side. And doing this one-handed kind of hurts. But yeah, you can essentially just build up cover like that. And I'm not going to glue those on because I want to be able to, adjust cover as things go. So we're going to leave those at the moment. Let me adjust the camera a little bit because it's kind of staring at the ground. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and take care of these tiny little buildings over here. So to build these little sheds, you're going to need 2 each of the walls, which are these 2 pieces here, and then 1 of the ceilings. These come together super simply. Got some little nubby bits. They go in like so. Then do the same on the other side. Want to keep the texture side out. Come on. There you go. No, it's not what I wanted. All right, now that you got that, take the other wall. And there's a reason I did it in this order is so, they wouldn't fall apart or I have to bend them out in order to slap it on. And then you take your roof, texture side up, slap it on like so, good to go. And if you want, you can fortify the building with a little bit of fanciful cover. And if you really wanted to, you could put 2 of these together, I guess, and then put 1 of these on. Actually, that might work on the side because it sticks out a little bit right here, but I don't know. It's pretty versatile like that. But anyway, there's that. Fancy little shed you can hide behind. And you can make 4 of those, which is awesome. All of this came in 1 kit, by the way. I just want to stress that. I have not bought extra kits. I'm probably going to because the kits are great, but excuse me whilst I adjust my damn self. It's actually kind of warm in here and it's bothering me. Anyway, let's get to the next one. We've got a volunteer. Well, okay, let's not use that one because I haven't popped it yet. But we've got a volunteer here. This is the roof of one of the smaller buildings. Then we're gonna do 2 of the door sections. And then 2 of the non-door window sections. And I haven't explained what's in the Mentos thing. There's a reason this is in here. So there are a bunch of these tiny little, come on. There's a bunch of these tiny little pieces, and what these are bars for the windows. And I'll demonstrate that right now, just so we can get it out of the way. So windows. And you can tell that they're cut because you can see the lines on the back. So, oh geez. Oh, these are gonna be rough. Oh, doesn't want to let go. Yeah, these are a little on the aggressive side. I'm not gonna lie. All right, coming off kind of like that. Woo! Gotta make sure I don't lose any pieces here. I got a cat, and she will definitely try and consume anything that is left on the ground. So there we go. All right, there's your little window spot. Now, make this look really fancy. Little bar slides in so you guys can see that. Here, how's about it? Get a better angle. Do this from above. So, got just like so. And then you slide it in just like that. And boom, you got a little barred window, which looks pretty good. Let's do the other one. Why not? We're here. I mainly put them in this old Mentos thing just because I didn't want to lose every single one of them, because I know I would if I just left them loose. So, throw another one in there, just for the sake of the memes and completionism. Like so. That's it. Just cool little thing that you can use to have your boys peeking in and out of. Nice little firefight kind of dealy. I'm actually going to leave a number of these in. But anyway, let's get back to work. So what you do with these is exactly the same as the little building. You got some little nubbins on one side, and you've got the slits on the other. Make sure you've got the textured sides out, first of all. Dave, pay attention. So that goes in there. Another little nubbin side goes into the slot like so. There we go. I'll flip it over because I built it upside down. Adjust the camera now that I've told it to look up. Now we have our build like so. So we're just going to slot in the other side. Come on. Come on. Get in there. I know you want to. It's just aggressive today, isn't it? God. Clearly it wants a door. Don't worry, I will get you a door, friend. It's okay. Okay, there we go. This is now more or less secure. I say that it's about to jump off at terminal velocity. And now all you really got to do is just slot the door in there. But before we do that, I said the door, I meant the roof. You get a bunch of these little things, which are little doors. Exactly what it says on the tin. Now I'm going to absolutely make myself cry to be able to do this. And what you do with these, very, very simple. All you do is you put them, you can see it's got kind of a lip there. You want to put the outside edge of the door on the inside edge of the door frame. Then just work it in there. You might have to apply a little bit of elbow grease, but there you go. Nice little door for your structure. Let's slide that back in. I'm not going to do the other one because this is just a demonstration. I mean, I need to, but I'll get to that on my own time. There's that. And then I did almost forget something. I forgot about these little frames over here. So now's the time when these become important, because what you want to do is you want to take these little guys and you want to find on the window side in these particular ones, you see those little nubs next to the larger ones? What you want to do is figure out, okay, so there's going to be an arrow on these, and you notice one side is a little bigger than the other. The arrow one is going to go up into the ceiling. So I'm going to go ahead and plug all 4 of these in and break the building again, because of course that's how this goes. Okay, there we go. We got our braces set. Now all we got to do, in theory, is just set the roof on top, and get it to slot in properly. I built it the wrong way. The ceiling is cockeyed. All right, so important part. Yeah, important part. The extra little nubbins on the side here that go through the texture, you want those to be on the window side. Because otherwise you're going to get into a problem like I just did, where you don't have everything lined up properly. Learn from me, kids. Okay, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. So, now then, on the window side, Lord, how many times are we going to go through this today? So on the window side, we've got the little arrow needs to go ceiling side, which is currently down. So what we're going to do is raise this up just a little, slot that into, come on, man. Slot that into there, like so. Where'd the other one go? Just had another one. Slot that into there, like so. And then hopefully we can just rock this in. No, it wouldn't be that easy, would it? Well, one of them went in, which is nice. Okay, I was overcomplicating it. Big surprise. Like so. That is, I don't know. Well, yeah. That is about what you're looking for. Now let me get these back. Okay. There we go. Good Lord. I don't mean to jinx it, but that is about what we're looking at. Now I'm going to very carefully, because it's still not glued, with two hands, flip this over. Now, see, that one's just going to be on the ground for now. See the little nubs that are sticking out? Those allow you to rest the top on top, just like so. And then in theory, you can just pop it out again if you, there's a little piece still lasered on there. But then you can just pop it out if you want some of your dudes to go inside. Now that absolute nightmare out of the way, let's do the big one, shall we? So the big one's exactly the same. Got like so. Let's see, ceiling. I'm going to take some of my own advice and build this upside down. So now we need two of these, and then I am going to use one of each of the doors so you can't just like look straight through the building and start blasting people. Now, let's do this. Wish me luck. Okay, so first and foremost, notable difference, the little nubbin slots are on the door side, not the window side. Just a little note. Maybe if we just make this a speedrun kind of thing, that would be cool. So something to note, the bigger building is actually a little bit easier because since the little nubbin side is on the side where the walls kind of slot in, it actually allows you to kind of form the base and then not worry about it as much when you're about to attach this, which I thought was kind of cool. So now we're going to get this side on, hopefully with minimal fuss. We're already past the terms of minimal fuss. This is actually going way, way easier. My God. I don't know what was going on with that first build, man. That thing didn't like me. Either that or I was just doing it wrong. At this point, I'd be willing to accept either explanation. That's not going in. Okay, it was off center on the ceiling side. All right, there we go. Big building, same thing as before. Just flip it over very carefully. Notice the nubs. And we can just toss in the ceiling thusly. I got a little bit of excess bits on the side. That's okay, that actually came loose. Oh boy. Oh no, it's all falling apart again. Okay, well that's fine, we don't need it. We don't need it to be all the way together for this next part. Because now I'm just going to show you how the bridge and the stairs attach, which is remarkably straightforward, given everything we've been through so far. I'm going to get my other building over here. Okay. I already know I'm going to have to move some stuff around. I wanted to make it look pretty. I've accomplished that, but we are now in the realm of, it's pissing me off, mate. So... have it like so. Now, stairs, very simple, very easy. What you do is you take those two little hooks and they go into these two little slots on the side of the building. And they lock in about like that. This one, it's not perfect. I think it's because I might have glued these wrong. But as you can see, they're just kind of hanging on to the side there. Very nice, very simple, very easy. Now, the bridge is equally as simple. It goes into exactly the same slots. It's got exactly the same little hooks on the side. And what you're going to do is it's going to go on the inside of one and the inside of another one. You can see the hookups right there. Just like so. Then I'm going to do the same on the other building side. And there you go. Nice and solid. And that is completely, oh geez. Yeah. Well, that's just cursed. Okay, that's fine. That's there. That's there for right now. But that's pretty much it. So let's decorate just a little bit. So let's say we want some cover here. That thing just doesn't like me. Then let's do, I don't know, a little cover over here. Do some railings on the bridge. And I know these are kind of cockeyed, but this is mainly for demonstrational purposes. Oh, right, I forgot about the ladders. The ladders are exactly the same, if I'm going to be completely honest. So you've got those two little hooks that go into everything else, as I've explained before. And we'll do it on this side here. It's starting to fall apart on me. But they go into exactly the same hooks. And boom, there you go. Now your little dude can go and climb up the ladder. And for the 2 stories, yes, I'm committed to this demonstration. So for the 2-story, same thing, 2 little hooks. Just gonna line up these here. And this will also help you kind of line up your buildings, which is cool. And there you go. Now you got a little 2-story ladder up into the shed. And that will be it for today. Holy crap, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. But yeah, noticed that there wasn't really a guide on how to do these, and I also noticed that there were some people asking for a guide on how to put all this stuff together. It's all falling apart again. I really got to glue this. But hey, I've done the video now, so there we go. That being said, I hope this was remotely useful for you guys. Ooh, I need to stand up for a second. I'm crashing on the ground. I got freaking, I got damn carpet imprints on my knees. But yeah, I'm going to get to that and my pile of shame. We're not going to talk about it. But anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helped you out. If it did, like, comment, sub, etc. You guys know the drill. I'm not gonna give you the old YouTube shill. But let me know, like, dude, hit me up in the BLKOUT Discord. Let me know what your setup looks like. I'm going to fiddle with this and hopefully get something really awesome to play the games with. But anyway, yeah, YouTube shill, etc., etc. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all next round.